I want to say one important thing about session length and about working with the psyche in general, because there is a lot of confusion around this. Depth often gets mixed up with how long something lasts, and this mix-up quietly distorts the work. The human psyche cannot stay in deep process for hours. This is not about discipline and not about how strong your intention is. It is not a question of depth. It is physiology. It is about the nervous system and the limits of its resource. Real deep work happens in short intervals, most often under an hour, sometimes a little longer when defenses are strong, when the mind keeps taking control, when the system needs careful pacing. But this is still not a story about 4 or 5 hours in a row. When a process stretches for many hours, it is usually no longer depth. It becomes holding a person in their head or slowly dissolving focus or replacing real change with the feeling that something is happening. The sensation stays. The shift does not. I am not saying this from theory. I see it in actual work. I also have difficult clients, strong defenses, powerful intellect, long experience with practices. Yes, some sessions last longer than standard, but the distinction is fundamental. The actual work still takes limited time. Everything else is different. Preparation, entering the process, careful exit integration, these are not the same as being in deep work. They should not be confused. You cannot grind the psyche. It does not go deeper because you keep it in process longer. It either opens or it shuts down. There is no middle state where pressure creates depth. The same applies to long formats. If a person truly understands the subject, if they know what they are doing and why they are doing it, they do not need to hold another person's attention for hours. When things are clear, they can be laid out precisely and without excess. When form stretches endlessly, it is usually no longer about clarity. For me, this is a question of professional responsibility. A specialist is not responsible for how long they worked. They are responsible for the state a person lives in and for what actually changed. Depth is not duration, depth is precision. If there is clarity gathering movement, the work was done. If there is only fatigue and a vague sense that something happened, that is a reason to pause and look closer.